I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb from the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team, where things are calming down out there after we've had a few rounds of showers and storms that pushed through our area a little bit earlier today. But as you can see on radar, most of these are falling apart. We still have just a couple of lingering showers around, and those are going to be diminishing very soon as well. And when we had some of these storms come through a little bit earlier, they moved through, cooled us down, but then the sun started breaking through. It heated up again, and with that moisture that had just fallen, it turned really humid out there, and even some steam in some areas as that rain came down. But here's what we're watching right now. As you can see over North Georgia, most areas are dry. We just have a few of those scattered showers around. One of these down in parts of Heard County. We have one up to the north in Cherokee County and into Forsyth County. A couple of these on the east side and southeast side in Henry County, Rockdale and Newton County, and then a few other showers and storms over near Augusta. Those are strong, where we even have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect south of the Augusta area, but of course that's really far away from us. So here's what we're watching. These storms were a little more active earlier. Take a look at these as they were coming through West Georgia from Carrollton, where they started developing here and got a little stronger. We had some pockets of heavy rain and thunder and lightning. Then it kind of grew a little bit through parts of Douglas County into South Fulton County, moving through Coweta County, Fayette, Clayton, and now that's really falling apart. And you can see that system, how it's just really shrinking there into Rockdale County, right there on the line into parts of Newton County. And there again is what's left of that. You can see it went right over Hartsfield-Jackson a little bit earlier. Didn't cause any issues there or any delays though, but just a quick moving storm. And you'll notice there all of the lightning with it. That kind of ramped up right around here in parts of Fayette County, South Fulton, and Clayton County and Northern Henry. But now we don't even see any lightning with that left over into Rockdale, about to cross over the line into parts of Newton County. So in the Atlanta area, we're fine. As you look up to the north, we have a couple of other showers. Now this one went through Pine Log and really just kind of started developing in the northern part of Cherokee County, where it ramped up there, crossing over 575 between Canton and Ball Ground. And where you saw that red right there, it was just some really heavy rain. And we even saw some lightning there just kind of pulse up with that storm. But now it's collapsing, and that storm is really falling apart. There's still a little bit of that with some more moderate rain there just as the south of the Canton area, and even a little bit of light rain moving into Forsyth County, moderate rain south and east of Ball Ground. But as you can see, that is also falling apart too. Here's the other part that we're watching coming out of Alabama, moving into West Georgia right now. These showers have some good thunder and lightning with them in the southern parts of Randolph County, close to Roanoke, and that's moving into Heard County here, south of Central Hatchie. I'm going to get just a little bit tighter to that right now so we can see that near the Franklin area. I mentioned south of Central Hatchie near Texas and Franklin, where we do have some of that heavier rain, a little bit of lightning with that. And again, going back to Roanoke and Wadley, that's all south of Wadowee, there in the southern parts of Randolph County. Additional storms here south of Lineville in Alabama, about to move into Randolph County. And you know, a lot of people ask when they see these two counties in Alabama kind of highlighted here, and people have asked us, why are those counties highlighted in Alabama, but the rest of the counties aren't? Well, these counties show our viewing area, where the viewing area doesn't stop at the state line. We still cover Cleburne County and Randolph County, and interestingly enough, if you ever notice this one, up in right there, Clay County, North Carolina, is part of the Atlanta viewing area as well. So we're responsible for those counties. Now we're not responsible for Dade, Walker, Catoosa, and Murray counties, Whitfield or Murray counties. And then also these counties along the Georgia line here. We do have Rabun and Habersham counties, but these counties here along the South Carolina line, like over near Lake Hartwell, belong to the Greenville-Spartanburg TV viewing area. So that's just a little lesson here in what the reason why those counties are highlighted. So that takes me back to what I was just talking about here. We're just keeping an eye on those storms in Randolph County, but they are also showing signs of weakening too. And what happened today is we had some of these showers and storms that moved through. Temperatures got up to 86 degrees for a high today. Then the rain came in, dropped it to 73. and then we came back up into the lower 80s before the sun went down. So the rain-cooled air really kind of helped things and actually stabilized things a little bit out there today as well. So any of those storms that were developing over to the west, moving into that more stable air, helped them to fall apart, even though these stayed together there in parts of Clayton, Fayette, and also Henry counties, but they're all dying out now. Nothing else is really moving in, and that's the good thing. Now we've got a little front that is stalling out in our area, and on the north side of that front, the air is drier, and that may sag a little bit more down to the south tomorrow, and we may be able to enjoy some of that drier air tomorrow. And the rain chance doesn't totally go away, but it does go down to 20%. So of all the days this week, it looks like Wednesday, tomorrow is the day with the lowest rain chance. Again, they're at only 20%. And again, a couple people might get a little isolated shower, but most of us are going to stay dry during the day. I want you to take a look at this picture here. This is a really cool picture that was sent in. Angel Trinkle sent this in to me from the Watkinsville area. And no, that is not a spaceship about to land on Highway 316 there up in parts of, oh, that camera's messed up, in parts of Barrow County and also into Oconee County. That is a shelf cloud. That was the cloud in the leading edge of the storms that came through those areas earlier today of Barrow, Oconee County, Clark County, up near the Athens area, but a really cool view there of that cloud. So Angel, thank you for sending that to us here. Here's a view from Atlanta, Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, where things are looking pretty good. Sun setting earlier, but you can still see some kind of light there at the airport. Not totally dark out there quite yet. There's a plane kind of taxiing in. That's always kind of cool to see. But we had a good shower that came through Hartsfield. You can see the runways and taxiways there are still wet from that shower that came through just a little while ago, but it's clearing out now. And also we had a shower just a little while ago on the south side at Echo Park, used to be Atlanta Motor Speedway, down in Hampton, and the blue sky is breaking through now that the sun is going down at this hour too. And oh, I just love this camera. This is our camera on top of our tower at Arizona Avenue looking toward the west. And as you can see, the sun is below the horizon, but just some beautiful light there on the horizon with those orange colors from that sun still pushing up and looking up at those clouds right now. Now, if you're worried about any type of severe weather threat, we're not going to have any severe storms out there for the rest of the nighttime hours tonight. We will see that level 1 risk that is down to the south of us in parts of Louisiana, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, and parts of central Alabama up to around the Montgomery area, part of the Florida Panhandle, and down into parts of southwest Georgia. And Atlanta is not in that risk area at all. Earlier we were in the level 1 risk, but everything is calming down now, and any ingredients for severe storms will be more way down to our south. And then for tomorrow, look at this. We don't see any of the dark green color at all, just the light green, which is indicating just general showers and thunder showers that could develop at times, but nothing really strong there. And so that's going to be a nice day here for Wednesday. And then on Thursday, the light green color comes back up into our area. Still not really a severe weather threat, but that's when we start to see the rain chances that are going to be coming back. And with that, we might have a couple of pop-ups here and there, scattered showers, but it looks like they would stay below severe limits. So the next few days, really, once we get past tomorrow, we're going to see those rain chances that are going to start building back up in our area. 86 degrees was our high temperature today. The average high for this time of year is 86. So we were right where we're supposed to be here for June. What is today? June 10th, I believe it is. Yes, for June 10th, I had to look on my calendar there to see. So that is right where we should be for this time of year. The low this morning was 70, a little bit above the average. We picked up 1/10 of an inch of rain today, so we're still holding on to that surplus of rain for the year, but it's only just a little bit more than a 1/2 inch. I know it seems like we've had a lot of rain lately, and we should see that surplus growing even more. We still have some chances of seeing that grow a little bit more, but again, we're talking about the official rain gauge down at Hartsfield-Jackson, so that's where, even though a lot of people picked up rain all over the place, if it didn't fall at Hartsfield, it's not counted as our official reading there. Now, temperatures today have been really interesting. We are right now at 72 degrees in town. We have lower 70s mainly everywhere. We've got upper 60s in Duluth and Athens, 68 in Gainesville and Canton, 69 in Cartersville, 66 in Clayton. Not really big ranges in temperatures, just upper 60s to mid 70s. Still a lot of moisture out there right now, and with that, and still some cloud cover kind of hanging out in some spots, we are seeing those temperatures pretty uniform and not seeing a wide range of temperatures around. Now, I want you to see this because this is really interesting to see. Our temperature this morning, we mentioned, was down into the lower 70s. And then during the day, it started rising up into the 80s. Now, we did top off at 86 today. In between these hourlies, it did bump up in between those hourlies up to 86 for the high. Then the rain came. And look what happened to that rain. It went from 83 to 74 between 3 and 4 o'clock. Then at 5 o'clock, it was 75. So that was the rain-cooled air that came in and cooled us off by 9, 10 degrees. Then the rain moved out. The sun started trying to break through again, of course, with all that water that we had that came down. Then it got really steamy. But we did make it back up to the lower 80s for a couple of hours at 6 and 7. And then now we're back down into the 70s as once again, we had another little shower that passed over Hartsfield-Jackson to help kind of cool things down a little bit. Here's how we're looking for tomorrow. We're going to start off right around 66, 68 degrees early in the morning. Then we'll climb up to 79 by 11. Then 83 by 1. I do think we'll be at about 88 degrees here by 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And here is where you see the only rain chances for the day. In the heat of the day, 3 o'clock to 5, maybe 6 o'clock, we're going to have just a 20% chance for an isolated shower. Again, most of us staying dry, just that chance for a little afternoon pop-up to develop with the heat and humidity bubbling up, a couple of showers here and there. So here's the forecast track, and you'll notice here tonight, any of those showers on the south side, watch how they're going to be just falling apart and moving away. And then in the morning, we're going to start off with some clouds around. Those clouds will start to break up a little bit more through the morning hours and thin out to try to let a little bit of sunshine come through. And then into the afternoon hours, still just a couple of clouds around, some holes in the clouds with some sunshine, helping us to get up into those mid and upper 80s. But you'll notice here not much green showing up. That's why we're going with just a 20% chance for a shower. Now, we're not going with zero rain because at any time we've got a lot of moisture still left behind. Even though some drier air is trying to move in here, we still have enough humidity and enough heating that could bubble up just a couple of showers here and there. But nothing organized and nothing strong, no lines of showers and storms moving through or anything like that. Just some pop-ups here and there. And then going into Thursday, the morning hours on Thursday, starting off still a little bit on the cloudy side. Once we get to lunchtime and into the afternoon, again, more of that moisture around and the heating will help to build up a few more of those showers. So we're going to go back up to about a 40% chance for some of those showers developing here for your Thursday afternoon, and into the evening hours they'll diminish. And then on Friday, again, pretty similar pattern there for those afternoon hours with the heating and the moisture in place. There we go, seeing those scattered showers that are going to redevelop. But we actually go up to a 50% chance for showers on Friday, as well as on Saturday and on Sunday. Here is the moisture map, and we've been showing you this over the past few nights here, where the blue color indicates the drier air moving in, the blues and purples, where you see the yellows and greens. That's where it gets more moist, and when the orange is, it's very moist air. So the moisture, notice here that drier air is trying to filter in, and we have dried out in North Georgia. We're not seeing any showers or storms there right now. And that drier air is just trying to move in. Remember, I told you there's a front that's going to be stalling out, so we'll be able to enjoy that a little bit on Wednesday with only that 20% chance for a shower. Dew points coming down just a little bit too to maybe make it feel a little less humid. But that drier air is not going to be able to stick around very long. Look at that. By Thursday, it's replaced by the moisture moving back up into our area, which will, again, give us that chance for some of those scattered showers to develop. And then that stays with us on Friday, into Saturday, and into Sunday as well. So we are not able to get rid of those rain chances into the weekend. Tomorrow is just the lowest rain chance we have over the next 7, and that is at about 20%. And we even hold on to that at the beginning of next week too. Maybe by middle of next week, some slightly drier air tries to build in. Yeah, we'll wait and see if that actually happens. So here's a look at your rain chances. There we go. Wednesday is the day with the lowest rain chance at 20%, 40% chance Thursday, and then a 50% chance of showers here for Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday. It's not going to be raining all weekend long. It is just going to be just the scattered stuff and maybe just a few more of those. And here you see that little bit of a dip in the dew points on Wednesday, so maybe a little less humid, but then that humidity is coming back up and feeling pretty muggy here into the weekend. Rain comparison, Again, the models ranging there from 1.8 in Atlanta from the American model to only around an inch in the European model over the next 7 days. So we'll keep watching that. It just depends on where those heavier showers decide to kind of set up there. So here it is, mainly dry tomorrow, rain chances back to 40% Thursday, 50% Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 30% Monday and Tuesday, as we see high temperatures in the mid and upper 80s here throughout the entire period. So thank you for watching. We'll be doing more of these extended updates throughout the day here tomorrow and again tomorrow night. So you can kind of plan your day around this slightly drier air and the additional scattered showers moving in as well. Thank you for watching us right now on 11 Alive Plus and Weather Impact 24/7.